Welcome back to the Pact Boon. Previously, plans are afoot, y'all. Conversation had by some Rakir, sand people from the Mirage Mesa, who are looking to instill some very progressive items in the kingdom of Tirash, but have no vote because they don't own land. Unfortunate. You hate to see it. So they offered to help you with a mutually beneficial agreement. Take out Sheriff Don, Rakir take ownership of Crestor, and you get rid of the monkey on your back. Plans were set about. Some tinkering was done to try and finagle some of the alarm business. Some conversations had with some disgruntled civilians, and a goblin working on some blood and a little bit of lethargy was killed as Wolfgang had our first limit break, y'all.
Whoa.
You love to
So
see
stoked.
it.
So stoked. Guys, I get a second attack.
That's
Guys,
awesome.
I get a second attack.
For the folks at home, a limit break can give you some features and benefits like action surge, like an extra spell slot, like a full rest. That's a long rest in case you didn't know the rules because I'm an idiot. And in some cases, a full dang level up. Pretty cool. So we want this game to be cool, feel cool, and have everybody do cool things. And we're going to try and do some cool things. So, you guys, we find ourselves in a warehouse as Wolfgang is hunched over a goblin, sucking its blood.
No. Just, Tanner, I don't know if you realize, but there's like vials of blood that you could literally just drink.
I could just be, oh my goodness, it's a freaking supermarket in here.
Just popping Capri Suns.
It's like tainted, though.
It's true. I've got to get to the ones that have been untainted.
Burrowing underneath the ground, breaking through the bottom of this warehouse, is Nadir, wearing this kind of face plate over his head, holding on to one of his ambush drakes as he pops up and he says, my services are not needed. Good job.
I love it.
Hey, your friends don't tell you enough. You are a cool guy.
Thank you.
What do you know, Nadir?
You know what?
Nerd
I think
here.
both you and your friendship, as well as your financial knowledge, has been such a blessing to me in my life. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I'm happy to do it.
So I don't know why, but maybe it's just that you are here that makes me feel so strong. Like,
Oh, I think this has been misinterpreted.
oh, sorry, I don't know. Like, physically stronger. I don't know.
You're so jacked.
Almost as if I, like, broke my limit or something.
Yes.
But anyway.
That sounds very cool. Sounds like something that could be on anybody's game table.
I know. It seems like that to me as well. But anyway, let's get back to this. And so, Goblin's dead.
Yes.
And like I turn away, kind of wipe my mouth, thinking, like, ooh, tasty, feeling good.
You feel good.
What's on the table?
There are some beakers, some vials, some Bunsen burners. They seem to be like. Give me an investigation check real fast.
Okay, I can do investigation.
What are you gonna do?
I got a 6.
6. There is a vial that appears to be. There are 8 beakers of blood, different blood, that are pooling down to one central fuselage. And in that is a glowing purple rock that is filtering this blood into another small vial, being separated. It is a single vial with like a glass wall in it, where one half is turning this white sort of pearlescent liquid and another that is black. And it is oily, but has a shimmer to it.
Okay. Do I have any like just past experience, with humancraft that could like help me understand?
You know that there are like whole Hemocraft practitioners that are artificers.
Mm-hmm.
You know that they are alchemists that specialize in refining and making potions and ability enhancing or cursing drinkable goods.
Okay, and this thing in front of me, does it look particularly different from the vials that I saw in the crate? So this is a different beast altogether.
It looks like they're using the blood vials
Yeah.
and turning it into this substance.
Could I try? Is it open? Can I try?
Yeah, it's open. It's currently dripping. It's coming to a slow drip.
Okay, I would like to try. You said there was a black substance and there was like a
In
pearlescent.
the one vial.
I'm leery about that. What about the pearly substance?
There's the one vial and it has a glass separator to it.
Okay.
That there's like a special cork that would cover both sides.
Fascinating. Can I almost try each side individually?
Give me a dexterity check.
It's a pinky check. Dink.
Just like, yeah, I'm like,
If you're just doing like a little pinky dip, that would be sufficient. One, the white tastes like cool fresh water, and the black like tar.
can I try taking them together?
You may.
I'm gonna try.
You're gonna drink the potion?
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
confirming. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Oh heavens. Oh, 19.
19.
Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing?
Who can say? No one really knows.
Do I become Sheriff Don?
You start talking a little bit more gravelly.
Okay. Okay. Oh boy. 19, you said?
Sheriff Gang.
19, yeah. No modifiers, right?
No, baby, that's just straight up.
Jolly would be like, what? You drank something without knowing what it was? But he would also kind of be jealous that you got to drink something that no one...
I think what it is...
This one,
Because he wouldn't usually, but I think he's a little high, like on
Yeah.
the kill,
yeah.
essentially. Like he's feeling like all in himself. He's like, I can do anything,
I've been there.
Your eyes become milky,
It's better than black. I'll take it.
and you gain blind sight
What?
within 10 feet of you. Your senses are heightened to a degree that you have never experienced before in your life, and you feel like a true apex predator.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's like 10 or something?
It does
Yeah,
it.
it's like a
Missed
tin
point?
eye. Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Is it permanent? I don't know.
don't know.
I guess. So I just have blind sight in addition to my normal. It didn't take away my normal sight, right?
You don't know.
What do you mean I don't know?
Well, I mean, you can see right now.
yeah.
No, but honestly, that probably would be how it is. Your senses are so heightened that like sight is no longer the primary one, so it's like sifting through all those. I don't know.
Okay,
say?
so I have blind sight 10 feet.
Yep.
I love it. I'm going to put potion next to source.
Yep.
Okay, I love this.
Nadir will say,
I do believe that we need to reconvene. Your eyes are... Whoa. You just drank that. No questions asked.
You know what? None of my friends comment on how lovely my eyes are either. Did you know that?
I'm truly so sorry. That is... Bad friends.
But like at the same time, like I like I kind of just notice everything, like the shifting under the ground and everything. I'm like, I'm sorry. I think we should maybe reconvene with our friends. I feel a little oversensitive right now.
In fact, you can feel a little bit of the tremors of his drakes below the ground.
Yeah, and he's like, my family, we used to have hounds, and it would be crazy how they could almost like sense when someone was coming to the door, like even without hearing anything. And honestly, that's how I feel right now. It's crazy. I feel good, but I don't feel good. Like it's weird. I don't know. And so he basically, I see this. Oh man, I'm really tempted to reconvene with the people, but part of me wants to just like go through and wreck some stuff first.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. I'm down for that. Saving throw, you said?
Yep.
Okay. I got an 11.
Okay. What does Tanner believe is the right move?
Tanner believes it's the right move to. So this is a big warehouse, lots of boxes,
Rough estimate 100.
100 boxes, each of them with lots of vials in them. I would like to go back, reconvene, let the party know, and then when we come back, probably try come to this building first and maybe set a light.
Okay. On your way out, you feel some vials of blood in your pocket that you just couldn't not pocket.
That sounds about right. Do they have the names on them still?
They do.
Good.
You sneak your way back up. Elon, your conversations are going fairly well. They're similar to the conversation with Jezri in that they're very hesitant, but obviously want out, right? This is a bad, raw deal for everybody. You're able to gather... give me a D6 and a D4.
Okay, 4 and a 4.
Okay. You get 4 spell casting allies and 4 martial allies that are ready when you feel is most wise.
Okay, and they are going to help the kids escape, or they are kind of...
What are you telling them to do?
Well, I guess, are there enough people that like can kind of help the kids escape while they accompany
These
me?
8 plus Jezri could probably handle like... They're tactical enough to handle something of that sort.
Okay.
Obviously with variable success.
Sure. Okay. Well, thank you all for being willing. I need to go back up and kind of reconvene with my group and decide what our plan is, and you'll hear from me soon.
Give me one last insight check. Okay. We'll call this kind of a trust check.
Okay, that is bad. 6.
Cool. You're not 100% confident that they'll all show up.
Okay. Fair.
Would you? Right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe not. Maybe I won't.
Okay. Y'all reconvene. Sirocco and Jolly are deep into their 5-hour conversation about different drinks. You get Sirocco was a tavern owner
What?
before he sought the life in the sands.
That's crazy. Is he also from Tarash?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Jolly, you guys would probably come back and Jolly's like, wait, so you're saying that like that drink is like the bathwater, the spit bathwater of those giant insects like over in that one dune or something?
You simply cannot knock it until you try it.
Wow.
It will put you out for days.
What was the name of like those giant insects or something?
Death flies.
Dead flies. Okay, yes.
The venom is incredibly deadly.
And like the drink is like fermented spit bathwater or something?
Yes.
Like they spit on each other and that's how they... Wow. There is a lot of the fauna here that I just don't understand. Like, it's crazy.
And brother, that is the pursuit of life.
Right then, I just like, come up over the cliff. Just like kind of beach myself on the cliff.
Oh, hey, Elon, how's it going?
It's going good.
Sweet.
And so around this time too, you know, Wolfgang's walking up with Nadir, and I'm like,
You guys holding hands or whatever?
I'm like, and like as it happens, like as we're walking in, you guys catch the end of like, and I said, "Hey, you stole my kidney," and then he's like, "Ah."
Yes, he's a very funny guy.
Yes.
You are clearly the funniest of the three of you.
Oh, stop it, you Nadir, you little dog. You just, you know what to say.
Did I say that correctly?
Yes, yes. Good job.
Did
Good
I
job.
say that correctly?
You've been teaching him little
exactly what you should have said.
colloquialisms.
That's funny.
But anyway, hey guys, hey, how are you? Like, you good? It's been cool.
I'm good.
Does he look different at all?
Not much. Healthier.
Oh, you're looking good, I guess.
Yeah, Wolfgang, you're handsome. Super handsome guy.
I wouldn't say
And I
that.
just like I take a physical step back, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Wow, look at your eyes.
Maybe it's me. Like it's a secret. I've just been inviting this today. Thank you. Like
You notice? I guess he does look different, right? His eyes are glowing.
Yeah,
but they're white.
Oh, something's different about you.
I'm fairly certain your eyes were blue or maybe brown, but
Maybe green?
definitely not all white and swirling with like pearly white pearliness.
oh, it's what do you mean? My eyes are obviously like my eyes are obviously red. You would know this.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
your eyes are red?
I knew that. Yeah, come on, Jolly.
Is that like normal for like humans to have red eyes?
But tell me more about this milkiness. You said something about
Your eyes your I was doing your eyes are milky or something. They're like
Nadir, did you not tell him?
Yes, I said that they were very interesting. His eyes,
yes, interesting like usual. Yeah.
sure.
Okay, that's what I thought. But you're telling me, does someone have like a mirror or like a shiny piece of metal?
We killed the guy.
Oh yes, we also killed a man. Sorry, goblin, but we killed him nonetheless. Guys, you will not believe it. So at the far like end of the wall, like far away from the sheriff, there's a huge like warehouse, and inside is where they keep the blood. You know, our blood.
Oh, did you grab our blood?
There's a lot of blood in
Oh,
there. Like I cannot. I thought about looking, but no.
Okay.
I did not grab our blood. However, I do think that we should go back there, and before we, turn the town upside down, like maybe burn it to the ground. That's my professional opinion.
It's a great idea.
would the fire like that catch on the rest of the city?
No, it's one building and it's a little ways away. It's the only building in that.
It's kind of
corner.
isolated.
Yes, it's isolated.
Well, I'll tell you about my venture. I rappelled down that cliff and ended up in some sort of residential area. And I think I saw, well, I guess I know now, I saw Nolan's grave. And I met his wife, Jezri. And she's already started rounding people up. It's kind of like we were talking about. They've decided they're sick of Sheriff Don's tyranny, and they want to help us overthrow him.
Good. How many people do they say they can bring to the table?
You know, I think they're overpromisers, but I can confidently say we probably have about 6.
Okay, 6. And you obviously really sold them on it.
I think so. I think six of them. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is this the confidence you brought with them?
I mean, guys, I'm not feeling super confident.
What do you mean? There's 5 nobodies out here going to fight some godlike sheriff. What is there to be unconfident about?
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Okay. I also feel uncertain, but I also know we have to do something.
I mean, guys, I'm Elon, and I'm not feeling confident.
So, all joking aside,
You die. You take 112 points of psychic damage. Roll a new character.
the gods are like squished,
I'll just be Cyril now.
which is a little bit even more OP, to be honest.
Just good. Got rid of the dead bag.
Yeah, what's your
dead
kill
weight?
count, Elon? What's Cyril's?
Cyril has for sure dealt more damage than you have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jolly will kind of pause and say, all joking aside, I know that we're scared. However, there are 200 people here that maybe have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to do something to get rid of a great evil. We can't not do this.
Yes, and I want you two to know I'm committed to helping however I can.
I like it. So let's do this. Jolly, I'm sure that you spent the entire time here being productive.
I was here. Actually, after we're done, we should go to the dunes. I don't remember what they were called, but there's this drink that we should try.
They're called the Death Dunes.
The Death Dunes, where the death flies fly.
In the Valley of Death.
In the Valley of Death. It sounds like a pretty cool place. They have raging parties.
So what's this drink? Like embalming fluid or something?
Yes, that's what it is used for.
Oh, great.
But you wake up the next day and it's wild parties.
You want to go back to hell, is what you're saying.
Well, this is not hell. I mean, it sounded like you said there were like walking dead people or something.
Yes.
But I don't know. Anyways, aside from that wonderful conversation, I did learn a few things. For example, I learned how to toggle the alarm, and we could even make it. Can I actually like make it do kind of what I want, the alarm, or like is there only?
Yeah, you've essentially built like a remote
Gotcha.
for this.
Okay, so I can just like press this button on my armor right here. You can't really see the button because it's kind of underneath, but I can press it, and it'll make the alarm go off, and we can choose where.
Where it goes off? So one spot, or many?
Yeah, we can do it.
Great. What about this? Hear me out. We want to get some people out of the city, right?
Yes, and the women and children are kind of ready to go. So
maybe what we do is we get the sheriff out of the town and away from people, and then that gives us some time to get them to evacuate. And then as soon as he gets to that spot, we just activate all the alarms. And then he gets back to town and we ambush him somewhere. I don't know.
I was thinking more along the lines of maybe 2 birds, 1 stone. So you said we should go in and torch the blood. Perhaps
yes.
we could do that as a sort of distraction, and then use the alarms if he does realize that the children are leaving or something like that. Like maybe we could have eyes on the fire, and while he's looking at the fire, the children and everything are leaving, and the second he does something else, we do an alarm somewhere else or something like that.
It's not a bad idea, especially if, I don't know, maybe we do the alarm inside the warehouse. He goes inside, we set it on fire.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. That's a really good idea.
And then we fight there while the women and children go out the main gate because it's quite a it's a distance.
yeah, I mean, and it sounded like there was just blood inside, so like no extra weapons or anything like that, right?
One small thing. There was a stone of purple in every single one of those boxes.
There was.
And that exploded
So
in the last house you were in.
So like lighting it on fire should be no problem.
Well, did you tell us about the purple stone?
Also, you know how I said there was a bunch of blood? Small thing. There's little purple stones in each of the vials.
Oh, yeah, we can't light that on fire.
Well, why not? It
okay.
will blow him to smithereens.
But we don't.
Oh, actually, yeah, that...
But no, we don't want to destroy the rest of the city. For one, that's why these guys are helping us.
Oh, it's a good point.
But for
So-
two, maybe there's collateral
I mean,
damage.
Nadir, what do you guys think?
I mean, it would be unfortunate to lose all of the houses here.
So
But-
it's that big of an explosion.
I do not imagine that these people will stay here if we give them the opportunity to leave on their own.
Agreed.
They are not from here.
So maybe we
So
just
if we blow this whole city to hell, I mean, what's the loss?
well, you can come back from hell.
Can you?
Yes.
People have done it.
I've heard stories.
I've heard
So-
random stories.
Well, guys, it sounds like we have a plan.
Yeah, and apparently like an enormous bomb too.
Well, can I... One more suggestion.
this is going to go well.
In order to facilitate their escape, we should trigger that alarm as far away as
Yes.
possible from this cliffside, and then secondary plan
Yes.
is trigger in the warehouse, maybe once those 6 or so people decide to show up.
Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna we'll kind of have some mechanics to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do we feel about this plan?
I like it.
I do too.
One thing, if we wanted to, I could take a long rest, switch to having the spell catapult, which would allow me to essentially launch some sort of incendiary object into the warehouse. We wouldn't even need to be inside it, per se. So,
I could offer my drakes to trigger the alarm if you wanted it to go off on them.
yeah, that's great. I mean, we, like, perfect.
Cool. I would allow you to take that spell.
Okay, cool.
You are well rested. Are you trying to do this at night or are you trying to do this in the morning?
I'm thinking like we're ready right now. Let's send it.
Yeah. With that being said, we would probably send Elon in again down the rope to be like, hey, this is what's happening.
Okay. I would recommend for higher chance of success that Elon stay with the party helping them up
Yeah.
until the trigger gets gone. I think you'll have a higher success in navigating that.
I imagine I would have set some sort of signal to like
Sure.
start, so that way it wasn't like
The last signal I had was that was given to me. Is that your universal signal?
super weird because I did the same one.
Great. That is
Wait.
universal signal for
Let's-
it's going down.
Let's hear yours, Elan, to make sure it is the same.
Oh, that was not the same.
No, I grew up with seabirds. I know what they sound like.
If you say so.
Okay, so the way that we're going to run this, we're going to need a deception check for how deceiving this will be. Depending, it'll be an auto success. The way that the roll will play is we're going to roll a D100 to see how many people can get out on each consecutive time. The roll will get less and less people out the more times you do this, because it just won't be as successful in trying to distract or lie, right? So you roll a deception check. If it is above 15, you will add the remaining number to your D100 roll. If it is below 15, you will subtract that number from your D100 roll.
Okay.
So it's possible you could get it done in 2 times.
So right now,
Yep.
dirty 20.
Not bad. He sends one of the tan, sandy-colored drakes. Where do you want to send him?
So I'm having him escape at this cliffside. So we're going to just probably at the beach,
Yeah.
Okay.
like a shipwreck kind of deal.
Sure.
Far
Just
left
on
beach.
on the, we'll call it north side of the beach, the drake pops up and you hear boom, boom. Go ahead and give me a D100. Boom.
51. So then plus 20. Okay, so 71.
A good majority of the people are able to escape on this, and I assume that you've turned it off. If there was something it didn't trigger on you, but you don't know that it wouldn't trigger elsewhere. So you turn off the alarm to allow people to escape as the rest of you start navigating and guiding people away. Sirocco is going to lead on getting people away. After about an hour, we'll call it about 1 in the morning, you can make another attempt. A red rock drake pops up.
Do we see what happened with
Sure.
the alarm?
Yeah. Sheriff Don strolls down and is accompanied by the armorer.
Okay. So he's got one guy.
And does he look confused?
For sure, yeah. Give me an insight check.
Okay.
We'll kind of see.
7.
You're
So
you're
far
pretty
away.
far away.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you send the next drake?
Same spot.
Okay.
I like it.
Give me a deception check.
Okay. 21.
Go ahead and give me a D100. Boom.
49.
Boom. Okay.
So another 70.
Not bad. That's 2/3 of
Yeah.
the city is out.
But so Sheriff Don, what? I mean, this time is he comes out and
He's pissed. No insight check necessary.
but he investigates the same spot.
Yep. And this time he doesn't go back into his office after the alarm goes off.
Let me ask you a question. How obvious would it be at night, if he's looking around and kind of scanning the city to see people scaling a rope?
I imagine not super obvious. You get the sense that Jezri and a couple others are ranger types, so they're able to kind of mask the escape a little bit.
Okay.
Jezri actually she's going to be a druid, and so she'll be able to kind of mask with some foliage to kind of hide the goings on, and people are prepared and kind of hiding themselves.
Okay.
And he's doing so poorly on his perception checks.
Next campaign, my character is definitely going to be Jezri's little boy. That would be such a cool character.
Sick.
Sweet
Wow.
backstory.
Let's kill you right now. Let's do it.
Let's get it done.
Just 2 grown men and a 5-year-old boy.
Why not?
What's weird about it?
2.5 men.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
Yikes. Okay. Third one. You see Sheriff Don is pacing on the beach. Where are you sending him?
So,
Is he pretty close to the spot?
can I just trigger it without a Drake going down there?
Give me a Tinker Tools check.
Okay.
Because maybe you made it trigger
8.
No,
with animals now or
Yeah,
something.
it needs a source to trigger.
Okay.
You just have been able to adjust what triggers it or doesn't trigger.
Can I make it trigger on Sheriff Don?
Give me a Tinker Tools with advantage.
Oh, that's a natural 1. With advantage is 16.
Yeah.
Yes.
On this one.
This time it's right on him. the spotlights or whatever.
Yeah, spotlights shine
Does
on
he
him.
jump? Just scares the shit out of him.
No. But he does summon his hammer. Give me a deception check with advantage.
I got a 24. Oh, without advantage. Which
Okay, yeah.
Natural one, so yeah, I can get the good thing.
And then give me a D100.
40, so 60 exactly, or 64, I guess. So that was 204.
Oh my
people.
gosh, you get every single person out. Honestly, very fitting because he. Okay. As the last person crests over Crestor, it's Jezri. As she summons a moonbeam
What?
on top of him. He does pass, but he will take 24 even after halved
Jeez.
radiant damage, but halved again as this beam of light descends from the actual moon. As she says, "May the goddess of the sea strike you down." And he stands up against the moonbeam as glorious wings erupt out of his back. And he rises in size to about 15 feet tall.
Woof.
And he raises his hammer to Jezri and says,
Tell her yourself.
"What do you guys do?"
Set the warehouse on fire. I'm like,
Yeah.
Jolly, set it on fire.
I'll cast catapult on the hooded lantern I have.
Sure.
Put in the oil cask and just like jimmy rig it with some duct tape and like Wile E. Coyote Acme dynamite if I have
Okay.
it, you know, and just boom.
Give me a spell attack with advantage.
Right on, right on. Freaking heck. 14.
I mean, it's a warehouse, so I'll say that hits. I'm going to have you roll. There's going to be a damage threshold to get into. I wouldn't say with that attack you don't bust through a window, making
Sure.
it really easy. So you're going to have to overcome a damage threshold
Okay.
here. What's the damage for
Catapult?
Catapult.
Catapult is 3d8.
Okay. Let's see. Let's call it 12. If you can break 12, it will get inside.
Come on.
There's a 6.
Okay.
That's a good start.
That's good.
There's a 6.
Shut up.
And there's an 8. Bam. So that's 20.
That's
You like sink it next to a blue rock or a purple rock.
Ding.
incredible. Okay. Sheriff Don takes flight, screaming at the top of his lungs, fast as a bullet. Do you make yourself known as you throw this, or is it more surreptitious?
Presumably he's going after Jezri. 100%. Just like, hey, Mr. Feather Fellow. I don't know. Jolly's not quick on his feet. He's just like, how do you like this? Boom. And then it just goes right in, and hopefully it explodes.
He stops mid-flight and just starts laughing.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor and summon my trident and like stand in front of Jezri.
Would it be possible, kind of not retcon, but say that at this time Wolfgang had gone like to the sheriff's building and like climbed the tower? Because he would like to shoot at him from the top
give
of the
me a
tower.
stealth check.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
As he's laughing, Jolly is feeling much less confident. Like,
15
Uh-oh.
on stealth.
Okay. I mean, he did so poorly on his perception check that I think would be sufficient.
Cool.
You do spot that the armorer spots you and keeps his mouth shut.
Ooh.
Jolly, I need you, Elon, and Wolfgang to each roll a D100 for this explosion.
Go ahead.
15.
54 and 74.
Yep.
Oh my Lanta.
Oh, by the way, if this matters, I am 150 feet away.
It does matter because you're going to get advantage on this saving throw.
Yeah.
Elon, you will also get advantage. Wolfgang, I'll give you advantage as well.
Nice.
Dexterity saving throw. Jezri will make one as well. DC 17 dex save.
Come on.
Oh,
12.
11.
Please, 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 please. 13.
11, 12, 13.
Freaking A.
But if Jezri gets away, it's all worth it.
your bomb works.
Well, too good.
Like a seismic charge from Attack of the Clones, the building implodes on itself and explodes outwards as you fall. A new concave into the cliff is formed in the perfect sphere that is made from this explosion. The ground around the cliff of Crestor collapses. Sheriff Dawn is going to burn his legendary resistance.
Do we have that thunder wave
Yes.
for the explosion?
Oh.
Let's see. Is it...
As each of you take 35 points of damage.
My gosh.
I'm sorry. Did you say 35?
Oh, wait, I had my mage armor on. I guess it didn't matter.
Oh my god.
Dang.
35 points of damage. Sheriff Dawn takes 72 points of force damage and is knocked out of the sky.
And, man, that's a lot of fall damage, too.
Is that
Duh.
dwarf still
Dang
alive?
Is the armor?
Little
The
dwarf.
armor is completely... The armorer looks up to you, Wolfgang, and salutes you as he is completely turned to ash.
Oh, he was a good guy. Dang.
Oh, no.
Dang, buddy.
Sheriff Dawn collides with the ground, taking another 29 points of damage.
I would like to shoot him when we have a chance.
Shoot him.
Your tower completely explodes.
That's actually true. I'm in a bad way.
I need... Is anyone down?
No.
Not
I need
yet.
one last dexterity saving throw to save your life from falling.
You know, I kept on having this thought of like, you should prepare Featherfall.
15.
Nope.
16.
18.
All of you save. You sprain ankles, shoulders go out of socket as you collide with the ground, taking no damage, but are absolutely wrecked from this explosion. Screams of citizens rip through the night. Roll initiative. Oh my gosh. For initiative. With a natural 20. Sheriff. Mother flippin' dong.
Not flipping.
25 to 20.
22.
Nice. 20 to 15. Oh no.
Woof.
15 to 10.
11.
Oh no. We got a slow boy.
1. No.
Natural one?
Natural 1.
What does that mean for initiative?
I'm not punishing on a natural 1 on it, but I do give an extra action when you roll a nat 20. Which is a bad time when you're up against a big bad.
Oh,
Sheriff Don
freaking heck.
uses half his movement to stand up from prone.
You see these black angel's wings shredded to ribbons. The feathers are damaged. His eyes a bright, fiery gold as he strides forward toward the rubble of his town. The entire town absolutely decimated. In the rubble lie our 3 heroes. Above stands Jezri, Nadir, and Sirocco, and the town of Crestor above. He strides forward. In the middle, Alon. While prone, takes out his hammer.
Oh no.
Nope.
Oh no.
As you get a flash to what Nolan must have seen in his last moments. This glittering hammer alight with runes. These arcane sigils appearing in his eyes, his arcane sigils appearing on his arms, his forearms, his biceps. His coat is shredded as his muscles expand and swell, bursting his honestly really cool looking leather duster. He fixes his 10-gallon Stetson. And for a fighter of his level, a 19 is a critical hit. As he strikes down with this beautiful hammer of runic focus, he expends one of the charges, runes glowing off the back end.
No.
You take
Oh man, I sure hope it's not more than 4 points.
Go ahead and cue death of a main character.
8 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
13 points of radiant damage, and another 4 points of fire damage.
So 25.
25.
Well, I'm down. Just a little bit.
Oh. That wasn't doubled.
How much?
Doubled.
How much was that total?
25.
Oh my gosh.
You take 50 points as you are killed.
No. Oh.
What?
Who was it that didn't want us to do this again?
Yeah, I know. My last words were, I knew this would happen.
I was right.
I was so right.
The two of you gathering your senses as after falling, dazed and confused, and you see this glowing light coming off of Dawn. Give me perception checks super fast.
Okay.
16. Wait, 15.
Oh, 7.
Jolly, you spot thrumming in his chest a purple stone.
In his chest?
As he brings his hands together and plunges this broad-faced hammer into the crushed chest of Alon. Wolfgang, it's your turn.
Well, okay. Well, here you go. So I'm going to use half my movement. I'm going to get up. And I don't even I don't bother with the short bow. I just grab the pistol and start, firing.
Great.
And something about this moment, mixed with, he went from feeling on top of the world, feeling just super juiced, and then he, is on death's doorstep to some extent. And so he finds it in him to make 3 attacks.
I love that.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And then, he makes 3 attacks. And then
3 shots ring out.
okay.
I imagine
First-
on your bonus action you did Hunter's Mark.
Yes. 24 to hit.
Hits.
15
Hits.
and 23.
Hits. All 3 bullets finding purchase in the torso of Sheriff Dawn.
And then, and when he does Hunter's Mark, he sees that Aelon's dead, and he's like, "Aelon, you monster!" And he actually just he doesn't even bother with the whole doing this in the arrow. He just he's got blood, and he just smears it across across his face, his hand, and then so 3 shots. Okay, 10. Okay. 25, and then that's without the Hunter's Mark.
25 already?
Yeah.
He leveled up.
And then, so that is 2.
If Aelon could see you now.
I know.
I
Hot
never
dang.
appreciated you though.
No, my eyes are open. I'm just dead.
He finally called me handsome. So it's 32 total.
Dang.
Jeez.
3 bullets, 2 of them rip through his coat, the third through his mouth, taking off a bottom portion of his jaw as his head snaps backward. The shots hitting him in the hip, then in the chest, and then in the head as he starts to fall over backwards, the shots finding their mark every single time. Beautiful turn. Beautiful.
Dang.
Aelon. See ya.
Okay. I was like, what?
Nadir yells out, oh no! And he will hop on the back of one of his drakes and burrow down as 3 of them take off, gliding, not quite flying, towards Sheriff Dawn. They won't quite make it there, but they will get fairly close. Perfect. Sirocco will say a quick prayer, and none of you see this because he's way up high, but for the folks at home, because it's kind of sick, he will take his maul that is covered in runes, and anybody with any arcane practice recognizes that these runes are the name of the goddess of fire. And he breaks the maul's head in his bare hands, the runes carving and burning into his arms, allowing him to cast 2 spells in one turn. And he will misty step into the air and fall right next to Aelon and cast Revivify.
What?
There you go.
I don't know what that does. I assume I'm alive?
Surprise.
We are going to steal some rules from Not Another D&D podcast. What you're going to do is you're going to make your death saving throws.
Oh no.
All right now.
Oh no.
Believe in yourself.
So you're going to make up to 5 rolls. This is raw. 10 or higher, success. What is that?
It's a 1.
2 failures.
Oh my gosh.
That's freaking rough.
That is not good.
That's not great.
17.
Pass. 1 pass, 2 failures.
Oh my gosh.
Heavens.
16.
2 passes,
Come on, this is
2
Calignos.
failures.
Let's
This
be
is
honest.
amazing.
What?
Next roll.
Natural 1.
So you're like double dead?
2 nat ones. 2 nat ones in 1 death saving throw. Oh my gosh.
dang.
No.
Oh my
Gosh. He was meant to die. This is the second time.
Oh my gosh.
2.
Okay, give me one more if I get an at 20.
You have to roll a nat 20.
Oh my gosh, that was so
That's an 8.
close.
That's
So close.
The spell that Sirocco expends into his chest, you see the runes burn, leaving assumably permanent scars in his arm, wrap around Aelon, and they cannot tether his soul as it is intervened by the power of the lethargy. The purple magic pulses into Sheriff Dawn's hammer arm, pulses in the head of the hammer, and prevents the spell from awakening. No. Aelon.
Oh my god.
heavens.
Standing up at the top are the 4 knights and 4 casters, saved, rallied by Jezri. They will all take attacks. We'll roll for the spellcasters. That's a hit. And for the marshal, that is a miss. So 4 fire bolts come flying down toward Sheriff Dawn.
Freaking heck.
Oh, not bad, gang. Not bad at all. As 19 points of damage rain down from the citizens of Crestor. It is now Jolly's turn. Jolly, what is going through your mind as you just see all of this commotion happen?
Jolly thinks to himself, it's my fault again. And he'll use half his movement to stand up.
Do you want to make a deal?
Freaking heck.
The back of your neck burns.
Is that in my mind?
Mm-hmm.
Jolly thinks back, who said that?
You know.
What's the cost?
Heavy. Yes or no?
You can save him? Yes.
Give me a limit break roll.
So how do I do this again?
D100.
D100. And I want high or low, or what do I want?
You want low.
Well, that's a good thing for me. 73. Of course. Not
Just
your
kidding.
average roller,
This
folks.
this limit break is a little bit rigged, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. But in the future, the D100 will matter a little bit more. But you effectively level up.
Sweet.
You gain the hit points equivalent to your level up.
Okay.
So whatever hit points you would gain, you now have.
Okay. So now that I've leveled up, and I did that really, really quickly, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire. Just, 20 feet-ish, 15 feet behind Sheriff Don, and he has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Failure.
So he is limbed in fairy fire for the duration, which is concentration up to a minute.
Okay.
And now every attack against him has advantage. He cannot turn he can turn invisible, but we'd still see him. So I will do that. And then
From a descriptive standpoint, I assume this is purple light.
yeah, Jolly's like, "Oh, you like purple, huh? Let's see what you think of this." And he'll like kind of open his chest a little bit, like turn some dials, close it, and then a little orb will pop out of his arm and he'll launch it, and it'll just like pop over the area, and it'll just like drop dust, and it's all purple with some pearlescent white.
You see Sirocco with his hand on Alon's chest look up at you as the purple magic from you lights up Sheriff Don.
Well,
Okay.
I will.
Anything on your bonus action?
Yeah, just because I'm scared of scared of him, I'm gonna use my racial ability to cast Blade Ward as a bonus action. So now I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing, and I will use 15 feet of movement. Well, I guess.
Yeah. Get up
20.
from prone.
Yeah, so 15 to get up. Well, it's more like 20 because I have 35 feet of movement.
Yeah. Round down.
Okay,
On this
so
one.
15, and then I'll use 20 to move away.
Okay. You tuck yourself back against the cliff.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Okay, it is now Sheriff Don's turn. He is going to look at Sirocco and spit at Sirocco.
Y'all should not have meddled where you have no business. I will happily end your life.
And he's going to take 2 attacks. Hit. As Sirocco takes...
Woof.
And then he will use a legendary action to hit it again.
Sirocco is
And again.
in trouble.
Sirocco takes 42 points of damage.
Poof.
The hammer colliding with his chin on an upward swing. A left cross, a right cross, all to the head. You see Sirocco's eyes start rolling into the back of his head, and he pops back up with 1 hit point.
Freaking orcs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
As
about.
he spits his own blood onto the ground, and he says,
I will send you.
nope, wrong voice, that's Raven.
Back from the dead, baby.
yes, yes.
I lost the voice. Oh no. I hate voices.
Compliment Wolfgang, real quick.
That was the other guy.
Okay.
We were talking about... There it is. I will send you to the fire. The wonderful lady up above said the sea, but I think the fire will treat you a little bit better. Bastard. And that's Sheriff Don's turn. Wolfgang.
Okay. Is there a way for me to tell how close he is to...
Medicine check.
Okay, perfect. It's 12.
I mean, he's covered in his own blood.
Okay. Well, I'm going to... How close am I to him?
We'll call it 30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. I would like to... So I'm pretty down, like HP-wise.
For sure, yeah.
So I see him distracted. And he's like really tall now, right? Like 15 feet?
Big time.
Okay. Is it possible for me to go... I have 35 feet of movement. It's possible for me to go up to him and get at his neck?
Sure.
I would like to. I'd like to run up and kind of like jump up as I get and like just like sink my teeth into his neck. And I'd like to use 2 turns worth of attacking him with that.
Okay. Very well. Go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay, 16.
That'll hit.
Come on. Oh wait, I get advantage, don't I?
You do.
Yep.
Okay, so 16 and 14.
14, believe it or not, hits. He's just wearing his leather.
Okay, so I heal. It was 4 damage both times, so I heal for 8.
Nice. His blood is delicious.
Yeah, it is.
Jolly, you see Wolfgang scramble up the back. His canine teeth, or incisors rather, extend and plunge into the back of the neck of Sheriff Dawn as he takes 2 gulps of his blood. Fabulous. Elon, you find your soul in a constant state of churning. You roll in waves of inky black void, are tossed aside by heavy gusts of wind. Again pounded by another wave of ink, ripped by the wind. You open your mouth to catch a breath, and your lungs are filled with this ink. You begin to gag and choke and drown. It is Nadir's turn. Nadir appears directly behind Sheriff Dawn. 2 scimitars in hand as his Drake is going to use its breath from underneath him. He will make... he fails. He doesn't have a legendary resistance anymore. He fails the breath weapon and is under the effect of the slow spell. Yes. His AC is down by 2. He can only take an action or a bonus action, not both. Dang is right. And Nadir is going to take 2 slashing attacks at him. Hit and a miss. So the first one is going to be a hit as he deals 8 points of slashing damage. Sheriff Dawn looks rough. He's being pulled into the dirt. His boots up to about mid-shin are in the sand as the Drake is pulling him into its own homemade trap. The other Drakes are going to lash out at him with their teeth and claws. First one miss. Second one hit. First one nat 1. Or third one, rather. That is 10 points of piercing damage as it bites into the arm that's holding the armor, or the hammer. And you know what? Just for kicks and giggles, fails a constitution saving throw, and the purple energy explodes the head of this Drake as it gets plunged into its mouth. The Drake is immediately killed by the energy that's stored in Sheriff Dawn's arm. Great. Sirocco is going to cast at... He does not have a lot of these. At 3rd level, leaving him with one left. Mass healing word. Not much. You all get 5 hit points.
I'll take it.
Apart from Elon. And that's all he can do. He will stand his ground, holding the staff of his maul, the head now missing. Reinforcements are going to make their lob attacks. They miss with the spells and miss with... Oh, but with the -2, arrows do hit. Okay. So that's 4 of these. 12 points of piercing damage as 4 arrows start flying from above. You see some of the other civilians taking up arms as well to join in this bombardment from above. They're just flying wild. They don't know exactly what they're doing necessarily, but they're part of the fight, right? 4 of them finding bits of flesh as Sheriff Don's wings get ripped up, the feathers falling off, and he roars in anger as he is on death's door. Jolly, it's your turn.
Cool. Jolly will move 35 feet closer, or he'll get to at least 90 feet away, or like that range.
Yeah, I would say you're within that range already.
And then he will fire a lightning beam from his gauntlet.
You have 2 of those now.
I do have 2 of those. So this energy is purely opalescent,
Okay.
not purple. So that is at advantage because he's in fairy fire.
Yeah.
That's a 24.
That'll hit.
Sweet. So the first one is 7 points of lightning damage. Once on each of your turn, you hit a creature. Okay. And I guess I can just do 1 extra d6. It says I can just
Yeah.
deal an extra d6. So I'll do that after my second hit.
Okay.
At advantage. So that's a 22.
Hit.
Second one is 8 points of lightning damage. And then lastly, 1 point of extra lightning damage.
What was the total?
So 8 plus 7 plus 1, 16. Just...
With a standing max of hit points of 15. Jolly, your armor collides onto itself like pistons. The portion of the armor at the elbow colliding with the forearm, colliding with the wrist, colliding with the mail in your gloves as gauntleted hands shoot out electric fists at this awful person, punching him in the face once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 times, pummeling this man into an absolute pulp as you kill Sheriff Don. And the purple stone in his heart. Dum dum. Da da dum. Da dum. Da da dum dum. Da da dum. Da da dum. Da da dum. Da dum. And cracks. His body starts twisting.
Oh, no.
His chest cavity opens. His neck snaps. His wings freak, twitch, as a pair of hands erupts from his collarbone and starts strangling himself. And that's all we have for today's episode.
Freak. Gosh dang it.
Well, if those hands weren't going to do it, I was. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
oh, heavens.
Thank you for joining us on this very light and breezy episode of the Pact Boon. If you end the session with only one player character death, I think that's all right. We're not. It's not over yet. We can still get a TPK gang. All right? And I will do my darndest. We're not out of the woods yet.
Okay.
Shout out to Monument Studios. Shout out to Roll and Play Press. Shout out to motherfucking Charlie Reeder for these awesome minis. And you just wait for the next one. I mean. And lastly, shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching. You really should watch like 5 times in a row just to, boost them algorithms. Share it, all right? Leave a review, leave some comments. We see them, we love them, we appreciate it. Shout out to Elon for dying. We love it. Again, this is death 2 of this campaign.
Seriously.
Full death.
Jeez.
We love to see it. Well, gang. See you when we see you. Or we'll see you another time.